What's up, everyone? Welcome to the EchoPark Automotive Grand Prix at COTA, Circuit of the Americas, for our first road course race of the 2023 NASCAR season. And as always, I'm your host, Chris Pennell. You can find me on Twitter at ChrisPennell16. And this video is presented by PrizePicks. In today's video, we are going over general track strategy, how to approach this slate from a DFS perspective, and my top 5 favorite plays on the slate. Now, please keep in mind this video is being recorded pre-qualifying. We actually did have practice, so I do have some data to work with, but obviously qualifying can change a few things around. So just make sure you stay up to date on what happens over the course of this weekend. And if you want the most up-to-date info and projections, you can find that over on our website at stokastic.com for the most up-to-date projections, ownership, and the top driver tools with all the sims that we have ran over on the site. And if you want your first week half off for those, you can use promo code SCORE in the link down below in the description and enjoy the content. But anyway, as far as how we should approach this slate from a DFS perspective, it's going to be a bit different this week. We're used to the ovals. We've had a couple super speed races. We've had some short tracks, but we have not yet ran a road course. And the thing to know about road courses is it takes a couple minutes to get around these courses. So the dominator points aren't going to be as important because we just don't have that many laps. We only have just under 70 this week. So it's not a whole lot of dominator points to go around. So you're kind of focused on place differential and finishing position for the most part. And me personally, I'm going to be more focused on finishing position potential because I don't think there's going to be that much passing. I think the fastest cars will probably start up near the front anyway, and they removed the stage cautions this year. So it could just get long and drawn out depending on if we get any long green flag runs or not, which I'm assuming we are going to get. So for me, finishing position is going to be the most important this week. Yes, you'd love to nail the top dominator, but again, that kind of just falls into line with the finishing position potential strategy as well. All right, so getting into the picks here, we'll start with a cheaper driver. And at number 5, we have Ty Gibbs, $6,600 on DraftKings and $5,500 over on FanDuel. I realize he's had a bit of a tough start to his rookie season, but he did have some cup experience last year. And while Toyota was awful at the road courses last season, the new aero package difference might be the difference maker this year because Toyota actually had quite a bit of speed in practice this week. And it looks like they had the fastest car overall, who you might just end up seeing later on in this video. But Gibbs at this price point is definitely going to be worthy of rostering your lineups to fill it out to be able to afford some higher end studs in your lineups, because we know Ty Gibbs is a good road course racer. He had a lot of success at that in the Xfinity series. And if you're liking what he did in practice on Friday afternoon, P11 in the 1 lap and P12 in the 5 laps. No matter where he starts, I think he's going to be a good play, but I'm actually kind of hoping he starts closer to the front so the ownership does get lowered. And moving on to number 4, it's a driver that I roster a lot at the road courses, and he had a lot of success at them last year, but it's Michael McDowell, $7,100 on DK, $7,800 over on FanDuel. I think he's just a bit too cheap here. He had a fringe top 5 car in practice, 6th in the 1 lap, and 7th in the 5 lap, and dating back to 2021 at the road courses, the technical road courses I should say, which is an 8 race sample size. Michael McDowell has an average finish and average running position inside the top 15, 1 top 5, and 4 top 10s. I'm fully expecting him to run around 5th to 10th place all day, but at that price point, that'll get the job done no matter where he starts. And before we get into our next pick, I have to mention our sponsor, PrizePicks, because they do make these videos possible. And as of right now, if you're a new user over on the website, promo code AWESOMO will get you a free month of Stokastic Platinum in addition to a $100 bonus, instant deposit match bonus, I should say, over on PrizePicks. You can find that down in the link down below in the description, or head over to PrizePicks.com. Make sure you use promo code AWESOMO. And we are also running a site-wide promo this week for baseball. It's coming back next Thursday. You can come celebrate the return of MLB with 50% off your monthly Stokastic Platinum subscription, available for new and existing customers. Click the link in the description or use promo code MLBIsBack to take advantage of this limited time deal. And with this, you get everything Stokastic DFS has to offer, including projections, ownership, lineup generator, and the boom bust tool. This also works for NASCAR as well. So again, that's promo code MLBIsBack, and we're excited to hit things off this season. All right, so moving on to number 3 here, we're talking about our first Trackhouse car, which both brought a lot of speed in practice on Saturday, and I would be very surprised if that doesn't translate to the race once again. We're talking Dale Suarez, $9,000 on DraftKings, 10-5 over on FanDuel. Had a win at Sonoma last year, technical road course, had a few top 5s mixed in there, led some laps at the COTA race last year before kind of getting put in the back for a while, but have a hard time seeing Trackhouse not be fast once again. He was P5 in the 1 lap in practice. Ross Chastain was also in the top 5, so I'd look for these guys to be dominant once again this season, and they should have a hot start to the year at the road courses at COTA this weekend. And moving on to number 2, again, another Toyota here, which I was kind of surprised about the speed they brought, especially with how bad they were last year. but the air package difference might just be the difference maker this weekend. But Tyler Reddick, $9,900 on DraftKings, 12.5 over on FanDuel. And don't get me wrong, it's not surprising that Tyler Reddick was fast this weekend. I just had concerns because he was in a Toyota. He was pretty much the best road course racer last year, had a win, and overall was very, very strong. Overtook Chase Elliott, who's known as one of the best road course racers of all time, to win a race last season. He was also very fast in practice, P1 in the 1 lap and also P1 in the 5 lap as well. We'll see how good they are in tire fall off. It looks like they kind of slowed down a little bit. The Toyotas did in general, but I still think Reddick's going to have a really good car and might have the car to beat this weekend. Opened with some of the best odds to win this race. He did get bet down from plus 900 to plus 750. But yeah, if the practice speeds can hold up, Reddick is definitely going to have a really fast car, and I actually think you're getting him at a decent price point, not being in the 5-figure range. And before we get into a number 1 pick here, if you guys can do me a favor, leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. We truly appreciate all the support you guys show us, and we have tons of content on the site and on YouTube for you all to check out. And if you have any questions, leave them down below, and I'll be more than happy to get back to you. But anyway, getting to the number 1 pick for the EchoPark Automotive Grand Prix at COTA. It was tough. It was between 2 guys for me, Kyle Larson and Ross Chastain. Since we talked about a Trackhouse car, we're going to go with the other one just to have a better talking point. But we have Kyle Larson here at $10,400 on DraftKings, $14K over on FanDuel. He opened up with the best odds to win this race in Vegas, and rightfully so. He's the most expensive driver on both sites. But dating back since the 2021, I mean, he's arguably been the best road course racer. He's been right up there with Chase Elliott, has 3 wins, 5 top 5s, the most laps led, the most fast laps. Now keep in mind the data set that I'm looking at, it's going to have him ranked just about first everywhere, but that's because Chase Elliott's out this week. He's the best road course racer, but you take him out of the equation, it gets a little bit easier for the rest of the field to rank a little bit better. But Kyle Larson checks pretty much all the boxes here. He was P2 in the 1 lap in practice, also pretty good in the 5 lap as well, top 5 in both marks. He's still currently the favorite. I'm assuming he's going to qualify well. I think he runs near the front, if not the front, for the majority of the race on Sunday. So $10,400, while he is the most expensive driver, if he wins the race, you're going to want him in your lineup. So just to recap, at number 5, we have Ty Gibbs. Number 4, Michael McDowell. Number 3, Daniel Suarez. Number 2, Tyler Reddick. And number 1, Kyle Larson. But with that being said, that's all I got for you guys this week. I hope you did enjoy, and if you did, leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so, and I'll see you all next time.